home with me on a very poor quality mic. Now, what we're doing is we are going to pass the time until Christmas. It is the 24th of December 2016, and we are playing Dragon's Age Inquisition with my team of the Inquisitor, Sarah, over there outside of Red Cliff. Now, we don't have too long, really. The Christmas will be in about 3 or 4 hours.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
The former? Looks like things haven't gone as expected down here.
The veil is
Why is a
like
magister in
heathen
charge?
haven, and not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We must speak with Fiona at once.
What's with the old people dotting about here? These are my people, aren't they? I'm gonna assume they are. But yeah, we're just here to pass the time till Christmas comes about, and we'll go down and enjoy what we have. But yeah, if you're alone this Christmas time, or don't feel so alone, you're here with me. Alright? We're gonna have a great time together. So don't you worry. Well, you know, it's gonna be great.
That windmill has weathered a great deal. I am impressed it remains standing.
I thought where windmill was. Oh, I remember this windmill. I was here back in that day. Why is there a case up? Oh, I know how we get there. It's the old staircase to heaven trick. Oh, what? How you gonna get this then? What is this about? Haha! Reverse staircase to heaven trick. Right, we're definitely not getting to that bit. That'll take some serious wall grafting. Let's do some serious wall grafting, see if we can't get there. And the ground scheme comes to an end. Okay. Anyway, yes, so we're all here to try and pass the time. Most people are probably asleep. You know, that's how you want it. Christmas isn't too far away now. So let's just try and do our best to pass that time.
I had the dream again last night. No, there'll be no problem with this. It was so real. And when I woke up,
Dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
see? What did I tell you?
It's not just that.
Look at this
No
twirl stone.
man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills.
Hey.
These statues come from ancient dreams of blood and bone, lost to the memory of man. Be wary of them.
Ha, leave. No, let's
Tell me
get
about your
sorted.
people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favours blood lotus flowers.
We got loads of that. Got loads of that. Oh, I'll question some of these people in the group though. Set over to Old Haven. Right, so who do I want for this? I'm gonna get Cassandra back out. I found out she's the only one that you can actually have, you know, squeaky fun times with in this game. Basically, like everyone else, you've got to be a female. So, broadcasting live. Yeah. So remember, if you're watching and the playthrough is not broken to hell, we do have other playthroughs on YouTube under Catalyst Games. There is, of course, the Twitter, which is hopefully streaming live too, at Catalyst Gamers. You know, there's underscore between. And you know, if you want to listen to our radio show, it's AGR. We are the Anime and Gaming Rebels, AGR for short, on rebelair6.com/radio live. Oh, finally, actual helmet I can put on. What does this do? 15? 18? Ooh. So we've got 18 there. Let's get that on. So that really powers you. Maybe the plate weave now is 6 made and 3 willpower from high weave. How do we even get that? I can't remember. Let's put it on. I don't know if I can even wear that.
Right.
Wait, what? 50% fire resistance.
Another time.
Oh, I need some of that. If only there was some way I could get bronze armor normally. It's so useful. Sell that. Sold. Sell that. Sold. Frost front defense. That's alright. Throw and tower shield. Sold. It's good, but you know. Hoarfrost. Bye. I don't know what area of effect damage. Okay, that's not too bad. Bye. So that's. So I can't wear that. Black one's got better stuff. No one can really wear it now. Right, we're good. Could I wear? I think I made a hat for myself. Here's the one. No one can wear that. Keep on that. No one can wear that. No one wants to wear that. Someone's wearing that. Quinari face. That's Quinari. What was that? Let's get rid of the Griffin helm. Got staggering. Look at that. Why they all do the same thing? Even this. What the hell are the point of all these rings? Right, let's go over a couple of stuffs. What quests are there to do yet? Loads of places to go. Storm Coast, Western Approach, Fallow. I don't know what the backlash thing was about.
Speak
Ooh.
only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city.
If you get thirsty later, come by the bar. I'll make sure Flissa treats you.
Need something? Carry on.
Nothing nice, no one really. Who can ask more questions about Chantry? Maybe Cassandra?
You built for them the golden city, the center of all.
Can't ask anything else, which is weird. I've unlocked the new speech dialogue options for it, but it's sad I can't talk to her about anything else now.
Greetings.
That's enough for now.
Another...
Yeah. Okay, so I need to bring Cassandra and Jenna with me, and bring Varric. I don't really fussed about Varric. Give the core team really. I mean, Black Wall didn't seem to be that effective against Grey Wall and Darker Spawnius. Eliana's a bit tight.
Did you need something?
No, she didn't need nothing.
I'll be here.
You came from the Circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
I said we were a bit.
Lydia was my instructor. She was almost a mother to me.
I never met a wiser soul than her. I understand she was killed by one of her own students when the Ostwick Circle rebelled.
That wasn't me.
I think we both agree that this war must end.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
See, that
If
nice
only the
ambiguous,
rebels
no
saw
actual
things
answers.
so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
Do all I can.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Look at those breasts. Structure will be restored, and just so chose me, no one should have that power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
I probably could have got on there again.
Yes?
Okay, tell me about the
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Apparently nothing.
If the Circle disbanded, how...
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved.
Oh, it's like intellectual
Many
property.
of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
I've never been to the Montsimard Circle. What was it like?
A place of great history and tradition, with the greatest library of magical history outside of the Imperium.
I love
It was
that.
deeply involved in the great game, as you might expect of anyone living in Orlais. The mages there were quite competitive, but it was stimulating to be always pushed to exceed the abilities of my peers.
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
You, my dear, are far too wise not to have realized that many of our colleagues live with their eyes closed. Safe from the world inside their towers, they thought only of the Templars and their own resentment. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Are you familiar with
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Did they have cause?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support whole. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Yeah, dumbasses.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars.
But Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
There's other
Yes?
questions to ask, aren't there?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches.
Oh, neighbour.
I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up at court.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de...
Of course not, my dear. Don't... Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
No chance.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Do you think that you and I
don't see how that benefits me in the
Well, that might be the case.
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
Bum, bum, bum.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one God, one life, one
Sounds like
death,
there's some cracker around here.
one God, and He is
Thank
the
you
Maker.
for all that you are doing.
I'll tell the apothecary what you need right away. Thank you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I...
None in particular. What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, bro. Yeah, it's always good to last out the Christmas day just playing some games. I say playing.
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
Let's speak later.
Farewell. Greetings.
Christmas soon,
Let's speak
Christmas
later.
soon. Must be a bit psyched, you know.
Please tell me if you find something.
I'm just thinking I got some, you know, I'm wondering what those fronts are downstairs that are waiting.
That's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Dun dun dun. So interesting was on the Orlesian side.
service.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
My creator, judge me whole.
Best way to find him. That is all. Right. Who to bring with? Varric, Sandra. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, Christmas soon, Christmas soon. There's no snow outside, but you know, this is only December. You don't expect snow outside. Expect snow in February.
Nothing to report, son.
Oh, there's nothing. There's never anything to report. Just go off on random quests. Famous hinterlands. The heck is it? Sword in the stone moment. Oh, that's a good sword. Let me give that to you. Oh, that's still a better blade. Alright. Start a lot of quests, see what's going on.
Let's look around.
Look, He's writing requests. Starting missions over or what? First the homeless. The old Inquisition stuff for that.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have been... But if I go to the crossroads to help, I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Special. The Inquisition cares.
The Inquisition honors the efforts of all who are willing to help in these dark times. Help the refugees, and we will ensure that you are protected and respected.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things. May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
This way.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Oh.
May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking...
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Are you...
Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
Good.
Thank you so much. A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the...
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives. Yes. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
What's that? I'll give any more of my rare herbs.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking...
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you so
Oh.
A pleasure to see you again.
Oh, she's out of hers now. Oh.
Goodbye.
No more to collect. Oh.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had.
What's this
I
place?
don't want you talking to the rebels. We're normal folk. We keep our heads down and let the mages and the Templars kill each other.
Oop.
Maybe the rumors about the apostle. Rumors after all.
Either way, we're
For the
safe.
first time in all these years, I
all that
fear I
matters
will not
right
be
now.
visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
I know.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you? I never expected anyone not... Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you. Stay safe. Walk in peace.
What's this? Bookstore.
Want me to handle that?
Open the door, my friend.
Travel safely.
Oh, 7,000. Ooh, bit of gold.
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor
Whoa.
bastards.
I had wondered what had become of them when the mages rebelled. What a tragic waste.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
What are they on? Oh, what any of this stuff is. Oh well. Just a couple of people died. in that horrific ways. I feel like we might have gone ahead and installed it. Oh. Since my guy doesn't know how to swim.
Go? In the middle of the war? Don't be a fool, girl. We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked into our village.
Merry Christmas, guys. Not long
Is there
now
something you need?
till Christmas Day. Good way to pass time.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck. And
Your ram offered advice.
He's a very special ram.
Hmm?
Your ram has gone missing.
Yes. I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back.
What?
He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
I'll speak.
If you find...
Questionable ram. Wait, what's that?
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it...
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
Why do I look like Solas?
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
Sounds fair.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. Until then, I tend to my flock.
What are your feelings on the mages working with to...
The Imperium burned Andraste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magister's laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
I will leave you to your duties.
Maker speed you, my child.
So you heard of that?
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
You're the Chantry Sister.
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit.
Shit's
You
right.
can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
You degrade the Chantry, Cassandra, or Varric. Oh, Varric has an option. Go Cassandra.
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonoring Chantry roads. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right. I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Hey, we've picked up more workers. Oh, handshake. So we've now got a little supply. Good news. Can I actually talk to that again?
I look forward to helping the Inquisition, as per our agreement.
Yeah, whatever. Well, a lot of Chantry people popped up. Welcome to...
Good day.
Oh, film cinematic moment. Guess not. The only way for a demon to affect the world of living is by possessing a living. I feel like it's a trap.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
So a trap.
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You invited me here? Is that a trick question?
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
What do that mean?
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux a few days ago.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Fucking idiots. Tell me who does. That's fast.
What about the giant hole in the veil that's spewing demons everywhere? You're just going to pretend it isn't there?
I am not forgetting the breach, but we can only fight one war at a time. The Templar threat was immediate. If we live, we can worry about the torn veil.
Lord. Oh.
Welcome, my friend.
Flanker.
I apologize for not greeting you.
Just don't dress like those more.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Who could I have brought to this one? Oh well. Let's investigate.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights.
Right, I'll see if they survive
As their
that.
protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Arl Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here.
Why is non-Ferelden's involved in the incidents?
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be.
Oh, what happened to him? Boy's not looking good.
Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
I think he just snuck us something. A letter?
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
That's good. With this new information, I don't know if I would have dealt that way. And that's the letter.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Why can I... Oh, it's halfway.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Yes, we do.
I remember you. You were a few years ahead of me in the Ostwick Circle. Really come up in the world, right? Marked by Andraste, ordering Templars about. Must be nice.
No. I don't remember you.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition.
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
They use blood knights.
Don't magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their wars. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
And you are?
Linnea. I'm not surprised you don't remember me. You were the perfect apprentice, and I barely passed my harrowing.
Was I?
You were the one the first enchanter chose to send to stop the Conclave. I was the one he left here. You're the chosen of Andraste, and I'm just me.
I never meant to make you feel bad.
Forget it. The Magister's not going to fall for you. We're with Tevinter now, where people respect every mage.
I still can't say that.
I never meant to make you feel bad.
Forget it. The Magister's not going to fall for you. We're with Tevinter now, where people respect every mage.
Why does everyone think we're part of the Chantry? We left the Chantry. They hate us.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais. Go back to your Templars. We don't need you.
Argument. Yeah, this guy will crash. Door slightly ajar.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
This village has a history with mages, doesn't it? Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill. Not even the efforts of the Circle could save him. His young son, who was an undiscovered mage, made a deal with a demon to keep the Arl from death. The boy became an abomination. Through him, each night, the demon raised armies of corpses to assault the village. The hero of Ferelden defeated the demon and stopped the undead hordes from destroying Redcliffe.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
I didn't realize. From your speech, I should have recognized you as Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Don't take everyone in the Inquisition.
While one lives,
Feel like the ultimate
it is
charity.
good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in hospital. Lived my whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
If you were happy in the Circle...
We're all rebels now. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or cut loose. I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had... It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't...
What do I care about the multiple questions? He'll be dead soon. Oh, there's nothing else up here. I feel like if I'd bought certain characters in here, we would have gained more allies. Like the other enchanter, Elindis. This chantry anyway.
Good day.
What's happening? Good day to you. Make a speed.
You have to stay strong. Anything could come through.
Good day to you, my child. Make a speed, you, my child. Good day to you, my child. Make a speed, you, my child.
Yeah, questions, fine.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Okay. Why is this slow? Slow one. Fast one.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
But I looked you up on Wikipedia, son. You are a Magister. Magister Enchanter.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer. Not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died.
Yeah, but I took my sweet ass time to get here.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
All this for me? And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch.
There are worse things than dying.
Since we're here, there's anything knocking about. How did we know? As a student of the culture, it is important to always recognize your biases, or wear my chantry perspective openly, for if my readers do not understand the lens through which I view the world, I cannot account for how these base biases may color my writing. Gathering accurate information is challenging in a place as vast and fragmented as Fadeth. One man may go on at length about lurid dealings with a king, then refuse to provide his name or some proof of the account. Other sources may conflict wildly, fixing travel to some of the more remote areas of the continent is nothing compared to the difficulty I've had finding contacts I can trust. I cannot tell you how many times reputable people have tried to deceive me, sometimes for personal notoriety, more often in the interests of a pet cause. Trustworthy Cronari, Dalish, and Tevinter contacts are especially scarce. I prize those I have kept friendly, often it is I who must earn their trust. Text too can be unreliable. From extensive readings I have determined that Andraste was a Ferelden or Lysian, who was born in every town from here to Hosberg. What little remains of Elven history has been told and retold, shifted and screwed, until the tales are unrecognizable. I have particular respect for the dwarves, for there is no other people so obsessed with recording an accurate and complete history. If only the Shaper's words opens the skies they fear. If I can be honest, the long reign of the Chantry has made the recording of reality at times a trial. Most common histories have been rewritten through the filter of my religion. Everything has meaning as it pertains to the Maker. And while this is unavoidable, it sometimes leads to conflicts between what is officially taught by the Chantry and what I have seen with my own eyes. While my belief in the Maker is absolute, only a fool would ignore the lessons to be learned from other societies and religions. Take the Fade. Was it the kingdom of the Maker, as common knowledge dictates, or the realm of the Tevinter old gods? Few people would contest its existence, but beyond that, there is little agreement among scholars, though there are many who would disagree with me. I have come to believe nothing is for certain. I've met too many people, and encountered too many perspectives, not to keep an open mind about these things. Ah. Oh, brother Virginity. You're making an appearance in history. The old search show there. Nothing about it. To ascend to the Elysian throne, his older brother Emperor Inquisition II. I've read that. Oh.
This whole business is distasteful. Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
I'd bet you 10 royals whatever the Templars are doing is just as weird.
Let's go pursue the Templars. I like to see both sides of the stories, you see.
Anything you can spare will help the wounded.
Come back alive.
I'll try.
I will take these injury reports to research in the nave.
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
Feels weird in these final moments before Christmas. I've never heard, London so quiet. Darkness outside. More lights on in more houses than I've ever seen. Some Christmas, some people sit awake by their televisions as we do. Just waiting for Christmas to come.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Of course you haven't.
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Why can I hear something that sounds a lot like a dragon?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
Could prove.
Yeah.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
You may want...
There's a locked door somewhere. Oh. So now let's fight down there. Oh.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you can make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
This was impressive.
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you see us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are. But you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
They're a Kunari organization, right? The equivalent of their guards and city watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari spy, and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing is bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Kunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
You run your reports past Liliana before sending them. You send nothing she doesn't approve. If this turns out to be a trick, or if your reports compromise the Inquisition, Cassandra will eat you alive.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try bloodbath. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just keep them like this. Heard that blind look. Grab the shell, right, so. Must be wire, man. Not a fan. So good.
One down.
Cold, salty.
What a fan over there. What is that? Easy dragon around here. Oh, shit. I'm not facing some electric dragon. Get back in that cave. You're deeper into all of this weird awesome cave. Nope, not dragon slaying yet. Electric lighting. such a fucking a lot of drinks, just knock it out. Oh, I knew that. So you gotta make. Almost had it there. Right, reset then. after I've done it. finally done it. There we go. If I can get to the top of that dwarven block. Ah, probably not. Try no time. Let's close that little bridge rift. What's the time anyway? Oh, it's Christmas, isn't it? I feel like the sun goes, it's Christmas.
Back me up!
And the stars. Oh, that's why I didn't feel quite like Christmas. I haven't heard, like, what do you call it? I haven't been playing the music from the Top of the Pops, Top of the Pops. Blank. Realize I heal up things cool. But yeah, we did it, guys. We survived all the way till Christmas. It's quite a moment. I think I'm just gonna come off now, save, and hell yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and start unpacking some presents. I think we've earned it. I think I've been a good person this year. Hopefully Santa has been kind and no oranges.